What's up, guys? Thinking about my weapon build videos, I realized one weapon I've neglected has been the dual blades. So this time I wanted to share a build I have built around one of the most gimmicky dual blades in the game. Alright guys, let's start with equipment, and like I mentioned before, this is one of the most gimmicky weapons in the game. The fire and ice dual blades have both ice element and a blast element on it. We're going to be slotting in the Zora headgear Gamma, the Azure Star-Lord Alpha is going to be on the chest, the arms is going to be the Azure Star-Lord gauntlets, the Zora Spine Gamma and the Zora Spurs Gamma round out the outfit with the Handicraft Charm slotted in. On the decoration front, we're going to start with the weapon, the head, and the chest. Each one of these you need to slot in a Tenderizer jewel. On the arms, we're going to put a Handicraft jewel, 2 Expert jewels go on the waist, another Expert jewel, and a Sharp jewel on the legs. It's pretty straightforward when it comes to decorations, and this particular build shouldn't be too hard to put together on the decoration front. Now hunters, let's touch on the skills we're going to be getting. You're going to have Critical Eye at level 7 max, Handicrafted level 5 max, Weakness Exploit is going to be at level 3 also max, Windproof at 2, Recovery up at 2, Blast Attack is going to be at 2 along with Bombardier at 2, and finally Protective Polish rounds out the skills. As for the bonus skills, you're going to have Critical Status from the 3 pieces of Zora Magdaros gear and the Critical Element from the 2 pieces of the Azure Star-Lord gear. Alright hunters, now let's talk about the best case of using this build. So, any dual blade main knows it's all about the quick hits, the status effects, and elemental damage. With this one you're getting both the ice and the blast element. To top it all off, the critical status and critical element ensures that when you do crit, you're going to be doing a lot more of that elemental damage. Now that goes into having Critical Eye at level 7, because Critical Eye at level 7 plus Weakness Exploit at level 3 brings you up to about 90% affinity whenever you're hitting weak spots. So you only have a 10% chance not to crit when you're hitting a weak spot. So it's the thing that you want to be doing when you're in a fight. Well, I guess essentially in any hunt, what you want to be doing is going for the weak spots. And that's going to be the main gimmick of this entire build, is applying as much elemental damage as possible through critting. The Handicraft at level 5 also allows you to have more of that white sharpness, because since we're not running a Master's Touch skill on this build, you're still going to lose some of that sharpness. Now when we get into Protective Polish, that's actually one of my favorite one-off skills that you can just slot in, because Protective Polish gives you the ability to not lose sharpness for a period of time after sharpening. So when you do lose that white sharpness, do a quick sharpen, get right back into the fray, and allow yourself to deck the monster a little bit more with white sharpness. As for the rest of the skills on this build, Windproof at 2 just gives you a little bit extra protection whenever you're fighting against a monster that applies wind pressure. The Recovery up at 2 is super useful if you're going to be running a regen augment on your weapon. Blast Attack 2 does a great job of upping your blast element, and Bombardier is always fun when you want to sleep bomb a monster. Really useful when you're doing your Elder Dragon runs. As always guys, thank you again for tuning in to my Monster Hunter World Mix Set series. This was a lot of fun to work on, and actually is a updated build, because I did make something similar to this in an earlier article that I posted on liftedgeek.com. I'd love for you to thumbs up the video, subscribe if you dig my content, and hey, tune in next time when I bring you another way to deal death to these giant monsters. Or at least beat them up until you can put them to sleep. Anyways hunters, you guys stay frosty out there, and get lifted. Bye guys.